with us. And if you're new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit on that notification button so that you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comment. Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Industrie fire, Dr. Kemi. The first person I'm talking about is Tonto Dikeh. Now, a lot of people ask me what is the genesis of my beef with Tonto Dikeh. I really don't have any beef with her, but I want to tell you about her. When I left Port Harcourt prison on January 18th, 2018, I went to a hotel where I stayed a couple of days before I went to Ibadan. Well, while I was in that hotel, I posted and I tweeted that I have no clothes, I have no money, I have nothing, and I needed help from Nigerians, which eventually turned into a fundraiser. A singer by the name of Dikeh contacted me. She was based in the States, and she said she was Cameroonian and Nigerian, and that she was going to call her cousin in Cameroon to send me money, or another cousin in Nigeria to send me money. Dikeh sent me 200,000 naira that same night. I really thanked her publicly. As soon as Dikeh sent that donation, Tonto Dikeh was the second person to send me a donation. When she sent that donation, she had my number. Okay, I thanked her by, social media has no gatekeepers. You can just DM somebody on the, platform. I sent her a thank you for the 200,000 she sent me the next day. But something I noticed about Tonto Dikeh was that she did things for clout. She chased clout a lot, but this is how I found out. When I told Tonto thank you, she asked me to post the donation. I did not want to post it. This lady contacted me for a good 30 days until I went to Ibadan. I stayed in Port Harcourt for another 30 days with the Graham Douglas family. At 4 a.m. in the morning, I believe she had a baby at that time. Tonto's baby would have been like maybe a year old, months old. I know the baby was born sometimes in 2016. She had a toddler, and she'll say she's feeding her toddler. At 4 a.m. in the morning, Tonto will leave me a message on WhatsApp reminding me to post the 200,000. I didn't know what this was about. I found out she owned a foundation. But then if you give somebody something, okay, it's self-serving to be asking that person to post what you gave them. But I guess they needed to show off on their foundations. This is the same thing Iyabo Ojo also did. They just want more followers, more visibility and clout. So I refused to post that donation. I wasn't posting donations. But because I somehow thanked Dikeh publicly, she wanted the same thing. I did not thank Tonto publicly. Tonto Dikeh, I messaged. Now, the genesis of our discord was when she actually posted on social media that she was coming to Lagos to beat me up. What would warrant that from a child I could bear? A 38-year-old woman talking to a 60-year-old woman. At least at that time, we have an age gap. Because I interviewed her boyfriend, who she managed to demolish his house through the influence she has with the ministers in the FTC and the ministers in charge of lands and everything. Tonto Dikeh destroyed a lot of lives. Okay, she slept around the whole of Abuja. Tonto destroyed so many lives to the point of no return. She was the girlfriend to DCP Egbunike. Egbunike was a top cop in the Nigerian police in the Southeast. They removed him from the Southeast because he had ties to IPOB. When I say ties, he was giving them preferential treatment. So Buhari moved him to Abuja. When he got to Abuja, Tonto made friends with him. That's how she does. She made friends with him and started using him to arrest people. If you remember that guy, Wale Jana, Tonto Dikeh hounded Wale Jana, the Sapphire guy that owed people money during the pandemic because of the whole pandemic thing that we weren't sure how the economy was going to go and people were receiving their payments late. Tonto used Egbunike to harass Wale Jana. They actually went to his office and removed a lot of things, laptops, printers, and all that. Tonto Dikeh blackmails people. And what she told Wale was that you owe me 10 million. Apparently, Wale made the mistake of making Tonto an ambassador to his brand. And when Wale did not want to renew her, she now said he owed her 10 million and called Egbunike to try and harass this young man. They came to his office and he took a lot of his office stuff. Tonto has frustrated a lot of people. Those of you fanning her, okay, don't know what you're fanning. As I'm speaking, the George Hotel in Ikoyi, Lagos is owed money by Tonto Dikeh and Hush Puppy. Tonto likes to hang around all these rich Yahoo boys, okay? She once went to Dubai to do the porta potty, and Stella Dimoko-Caucus wrote about it. They'll go, they'll lie down, they'll eat the shit of the Arab men, and those guys will give them $10,000 to go eat shit of somebody else. So she stayed at the George Hotel with Hush Puppy for 2 weeks. They did not pay the bill. They somehow sneaked out of the hotel, luggage and all, and nobody caught them. Till today, they have not paid that bill. And Tonto, you need to go to the George Hotel in Ikoyi to go pay that bill. Because Hush Puppy can't. He's in jail in America. Prison in America. During that time, Tonto had intercourse with Hush Puppy and got pregnant. At the very same time, she also had intercourse with Hafiz. Hafiz was another Yahoo boy, well known. She now went to her friend in Abuja, crying her eyes out. Tutu Pie, everybody knows Tutu Pie, Real Housewives of Abuja. She went to cry to Tutu Pie that she was pregnant and what should she do with it. Tutu Pie told her, get rid of it. When she got to the clinic, imagine, you had a child for Churchill, Tonto. You've denied Churchill access to his own child. He gave you money in a credit card to take care of your child. You cut the credit card into pieces on your live video in front of your foolish fans. And at the end of the day, when she got to the clinic, imagine, to get an abortion. This is the reason why I say people should not get an abortion. In my whole 60 years, I have never gone that route. When I was pregnant with my first child, I had my first child. People have different reasons for having abortion. But in Nigeria, it's not incest and other things. It's usually someone that had sex carelessly with someone else, and the person told them to get rid of it or whatnot. Problem is that when she went to Tutu Pie, she was crying, saying she didn't know who the father was. And Tutu Pie said, why are you asking me this stuff? Just get rid of it. When Tonto arrived at the clinic where she was supposed to get the abortion, the doctors discovered it was twins. Imagine, she ruined her own womb for life. Tonto was pregnant with twins, and the twins were aborted. I can't even begin to tell you the sex of the fetuses because it was too early to tell. But she got rid of 2 fetuses in one, and from there, she can't have any more kids. Her ovaries are messed up. Her uterine walls are scarred, and she has the right to bully people, to tell me that she's going to come and beat me in Lagos. Imagine the guts of it. Throwing stones when you have a glass house. I've never said the one about the 200,000. Oh, thanks for the donation. But forcing me to post it for almost 30 days, calling me at 4 a.m. in the morning, you can tell what kind of narcissist this girl was. And yes, she was behind that whole demolition. Gree's house. Tonto has basically done a lot of bad things. She was one of the people that kept money for Hush Puppy. The FBI knows that. There's a lot of them that kept money for Hush Puppy. In the documents, Toke Makinwe was mentioned, Linda Ikeji was mentioned. They were not arrested by the FBI because you need concrete proof. Many of these people were his friends, but what they didn't know was that Hush Puppy mentioned all their names. Some of these investigations that I did on Hush Puppy, I have not really spoken yet. The Nigerian industry is a mess. It's a shame. And it's a conglomerate, a cabal. They talk about the cabal running Abuja from the north, but the Nigerian entertainment, music, and media industry is a worse cabal. I'm going to continue with other people, but this is Tonto's version. Other things might come up later. For the fact that she posted my home address and my phone number in Gist Lover, because she runs Gist Lover, is why I would never leave you alone, Tonto. You spread my address and my phone number because Adetone posted it. And that's one of the reasons I had to leave my house and live in hotels before I fled Nigeria. NG Industrie fire continues.